Alright, so here we go into league game. We are playing against Dutch Crunch, um, solid gold platinum level player. He did a little bit of a different buy on R1. He did 2 infantry, 3 artilleries, and a tank. Sorry about that. Otherwise, combat was normal combat, and he got about average here, got above average in West Russia with 8 infantry. That's a tough infantry. That's a tough stack to deal with, unfortunately. So normally with the 1 tank buy, we'd be saying, oh, maybe we can stack Karelia, maybe we can stack Ukraine, but the 8 infantry take care of that thought. So we're not really going to be able to do that either way, and so we're going to avoid that. I was looking, I do believe we should be able to stack Karelia G2 without having to do a tank buy. That's one of the things I kind of check out is if I built 2 tanks so that G2 I can blitz him in. Does that give me the ability to stack Karelia if he's kind of close? He could do a couple tank buy or something like that. That could maybe possibly stop it. But I think we'll probably be okay regardless. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go with my standard bomber buy. For me, standard. I don't always do it, but most of the time I do it with 2 artillery and 7 infantry. You know, a strong Russia 1 like this, part of me likes to then possibly take risk over here and do the try to dead zone the UK fleet offhand. However, because of the 3 tank, I'm probably going to send 1 fighter. I'm going to risk against the AA. So I'm just, instead of being double risky of doing a 5-1, where I send 5 units to C-Zone 7 and 1 to C-Zone 10, as well as sending a fighter against an AA, I'm just going to be a little more conservative in C-Zone 7. I had a bad dicing in one of my other games, so I'm going to try to avoid giving the game opportunity to double up on that. So yeah, I think we're going to do the 4 infantry, tank, artillery, or excuse me, fighter to go in there. And let's see. Oh, yeah, duh. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I am going to stick with the TJ attack down here. It's one of those ones that's always good to see that hit the first time. One of the worst things that have happened is your battleship gets sunk and then you got a loaded transport just sitting out there in the middle of the ocean. Or the Mediterranean. Not ocean, I guess. I'll save the risky Ukraine one. Maybe like 4 hits? Something like that, I want to say. Yeah, 4 hits. Oh. Well, we're now down to the 5-1. Or 5-0, I should say. Ugh. This is not going well. Oh, thank goodness for that one. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Starting to worry about that one. Glad I did this 6-0 there. Give us a nice solid 6 to start the rolling off with. Nice good 6 here. Ooh, that was a little closer than I'd like it to be. Ay. Come on. Thank you. Oh. Whew. Alright, at least we took it. A little costlier than I'd like to see there, but we do have that transport that can come in. So I like to have my 2 infantry there for this turn. So with this transport, I like going ahead and bringing these guys, since I'm not going to move a guy up from Northwest Europe to jump a spot. I like to grab the 2 guys off Finland and go ahead and bring them on down to the mainland so that they can contribute these other directions as needed. I could try to do little mini stacks and whatnot, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. We're just going to go nice and conservative. I'm a little bit of an old school person in this. I know a lot of people are getting a lot more aggressive with their German play, and I'm still more often than not playing a conservative on the front line and then moving from there. Every once in a while I do play it aggressive, but I got to be in the right mindset myself for that. Let's see, what do we have going in here? We got alright. I really hate Germany 1 because you got all these arrows going all over the place. It always makes me nervous when I go to hit this end phase and find out something's completely off. Alright. There we go, that's it for G1.